Hi guys, this is Leah from Mommyish, and today I am doing all the final 5 deals, so yesterday's and then the rest of this month's in one video, and I'm also releasing all these deals at the same time because things have gotten really crazy here around our house. Hopefully my father-in-law is coming home soon. Not really sure. And then my youngest has been running a fever of like 103 off and on. So it's been a lot going on. So I figured, all right, I need to get this all together so you guys don't miss out on anything. And I figure this will work the best. So using the template from the other day, this is a freebie again. I'm just going to go ahead and show off these last 5 deals. So first up, we have, they're called journal card styles. Now, I named this like back in the day when a lot of designers were getting template journal cards as a way to quickly add texture. So really what this is a set of styles that adds texture to a paper that you have or an element or anything. So I'm going to show you what that looks like now. I'm just going to add a layer behind here just so you can see a little bit. All right, and it's white, so let's make it a color so you guys can actually see. Let's sample, you know we love to sample. All right, so here we go. This is a little paper here, and I'm just going to apply the styles to it so you can see how this works. So it adds a bit of like edging, so almost like an inked, not quite inked, but you know, a little bit of definition for the first, and then the second has much less. So very defined, not as defined. And then there's just different textures. So this is more of a wrinkled paper. This one is almost like a cardstock, you know, like the textured cardstock. And this one is more of a craft style paper. See there? So those are those styles. Now you can use this on any size element. So for example, if I wanted to add that to one of these hearts and I wanted there to be a style, you know, or to add definition there to something quickly, to make it look like paper. Let me zoom in so you can see. That's how that works. So that was the one with the extra definition. This one has less. So just kind of going through so you can see what this looks like up close. So that's that set. Really simple, and I think it's a good utility type of style. Also, you can always turn off the inner glow and the inner shadow and just use the pattern overlay itself. This pattern specifically is 1400 by 1400 pixels. So anyway, that's an odd number I chose back then. Who knows? But yes, so that is that set. Next up, the next set of styles are shimmer styles. And these have continued to be one of my most favorite sets of styles that I've ever made. I'm going to drag in an element so you guys can see how it looks on elements as well as paper. So I'm just going to pull maybe a heart here from my latest kit. All right, and show you what this looks like. So we have this heart here, and if I threw that right there for whatever reason and I wanted it to be glittery or shimmery, all I would do is one click and you can see there it adds shimmer. I mean, I love this one so much. I need to make more like this. What do you guys think? I should do more of these. This is a really old set too. Like this is like number 63, I think. So yeah, always remained one of my favorites. So you can see this texture on this one's larger. This one here is smaller, but it can go on, as you see, dimensional elements, or here, let's add it on top of this heart. I'm going to go ahead and rasterize layer style and add some glitter onto that heart. You can see there it makes it more like it's a shimmery sort of sprinkled on, not like a solid glitter. Love that one. Love, love, love. All right. So next is leather. These are leather styles. They have different bevels, really pretty texture, and can take on any you know, they take on whatever the color or pattern is. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that style here to this heart underneath so you can kind of see. So this one has a sharper bevel. Let me get that more centered for you guys there. Ooh, I am zoomed in a lot. A lot. There we go. And here, let's move him out of the way too so you can really see him. All right, here he is. Okay, so there's two different, oh wait. I am adding a style to the shading and not to the element. Bad, Leah. All right. So a larger sharp bevel, smaller, This one's kind of like an indented one, so when it's smaller on this particular element, it looks kind of neat, almost embossed. And this one's a flatter, sort of like your typical, you know, beveled look. You would, oh, there's also an ombre-like effect to this, very light sort of ombre, just kind of shading. So let me show you on a bit of this larger heart so you can see what that one looks like. He has... All right, so on the bigger one here, you can see what that looks like, just kind of going through. But yeah, so that's the leather styles. These can be used, again, pretty much on anything. Even, say, text, like I have this piece of word art in the kit here, or not the kit, the freebie, and it has an effect on it already. But let's go ahead and change it. I'm just going to do a color overlay. Just to kind of show you how that would work. I'm going to rasterize the layer style. All right, and this is me adding these styles to it. So it's just a little bit, just a little something different. All right, so I'm going to go way, way back. Get things back to the way they used to be. All right, next up, stamp styles. Now these pretty popular, you know what? And I'm going to end up using that, that text again to show you. All right, let's go ahead and duplicate that layer, and I need to unlink it so it's not with everybody else. All right, guy, come over here, be the star. All right, so stamp styles. Obviously, you apply it to the layer, and then it gives us sort of stamp effect. There's different variants, large and small, of this particular set. So this is going through, these are the smaller sort of effect, you know what I mean? Like some are a larger tile, some are smaller. I really like that one. So it just adds a stamped sort of feel. Go ahead, rasterize your layer style. Then you could always do a color overlay of, you know, whatever you would want it to end up being. So it becomes like a stamped effect. So that's that one. And then the last one I have up, these were a request, and I scoured the internet trying to find good birch bark textures to be able to make it. Was very you know, to like actually buy pieces of birch bark, get it scanned, make it seamless. It was a bit of an undertaking, but I was really happy with it at the end. Gonna look a little odd here because it does give a depth effect. So again, if you turn off the inner shadow, you can see there that it's just, you know, the seamless pattern. This pattern is 8 by 8 as far as the tile itself. Let's go ahead and use it on something that has a little more depth. We'll go with the little heart here so you can see what this looks like. So it makes things look like a realistic birch sort of effect. There's the different ones, and then they're scaled, scaled half size and then full size. Remember, you can always move around the pattern. So let's say we don't like that part and we just want to kind of move this pattern around to see what it looks like. Just drag it around until you get to, you know, the way you want it to look. Smoother, less, you know. But there we go. So that would be our little birch bark element. So those are our 5 styles. Again, kind of going through them, we have the paper. So it says journal card, but really it's paper textures that can add depth and dimension. We have the shimmer styles. We have the leather styles, stamp styles, and then the birch styles. So that gets us through the month of challenges, kind of all consolidated into one. I'm going to leave all 5 of these deals up for the rest of the month and taking it down probably February 1st or 2nd. So enjoy these last 5, and I hope you guys have a great day and have enjoyed playing around with styles. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the thread or leave them below, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.